Welcome to Whitechapel, London's East End. It is here, in the narrow cobbled lanes and gaslit alleys of the late 19th century, that a killer, known to history only as Jack the Ripper, stalked his prey. It's the year 1888. The East End is overcrowded, filthy, and desperate. Families of 6 or 7 share a single room. Gin palaces glow on every corner, and the homeless wander until they can scrape together a few pennies for a bed in a lodging house. And it is here, in this desperate darkness, that the Ripper struck. Bucks Row, Mary and Nichols, on the 31st of August, 1888. Just before dawn, a woman named Mary Ann Nichols, known as Polly, was found lying on Bucks Row. Her throat was cut, and her body mutilated. The police at first thought it was just another drunken fight, but within days they realized this was something far more sinister. A killer was at work, and he would not stop. Hanbury Street, Annie Chapman. Only a week later, on Hanbury Street, the Ripper struck again. Annie Chapman was found behind a house, her throat slashed, her body mutilated. This time, organs had been removed. Doctors who examined her suggested the killer may have had medical knowledge, or perhaps butchering skills. Imagine the fear spreading. Someone in these very streets knew how to cut with terrifying precision. Berners Street and Mitre Square. The double event on the night of September 30th, London awoke to what the newspapers called the double event. The first victim, Elizabeth Stride, was found in Berners Street. Her throat was cut, but her body was otherwise untouched. Perhaps the killer was interrupted. Less than an hour later, in Mitre Square, he struck again. This time the victim, Catherine Eddowes, was horrifically mutilated. Part of her apron was found discarded on Goulston Street, smeared with blood. It was the closest the police ever came to tracing his path. Dorset Street, Mary Jane Kelly, and then came the final, and most brutal, murder. Mary Jane Kelly, on the 9th of November. Unlike the others, she was killed indoors, in her tiny room on Dorset Street. When police entered, they were met with a sight so gruesome that seasoned officers staggered back. Mary Jane had been mutilated beyond recognition. It was the Ripper's last known killing. The police response was massive. Detectives canvassed Whitechapel, questioned thousands, and even tried bloodhounds. They received more than 700 letters claiming to be from the Ripper, though most were hoaxes. But they had little to work with. There were no fingerprints, no DNA, no modern forensics. Crowds trampled over crime scenes before evidence could be preserved. The Ripper seemed to vanish into the night. The suspects, who was he? Theories abound. Some said a doctor or medical student. Others, a butcher or slaughterhouse worker. Many suspects were questioned, hundreds, even, but none were ever proven to be the killer. The truth is, we still don't know. The legacy, and so, the murders ended as suddenly as they began. 5 women, Polly Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly, are remembered today as the canonical 5.